in a dimly lit studio filled with the faint hum of an old gramophone, Canvas Clara sat at her easel, her paintbrushes poised above a canvas, blanketed in eerie silence. The room was draped in thick curtains that obscured the outside world, trapping her within a cocoon of darkness and solitude. Tonight was different. A chill ran down her spine as she noticed something peculiar, a faint, flickering light from beneath the door. Her heart pounded with a mixture of fear and curiosity. She tentatively approached the door, her hand trembling as she reached for the handle. As soon as her fingers touched it, the door swung open, revealing the artist. He was hunched over his own easel, his eyes sunken into dark sockets. His features were obscured by thick shadows, but Clara could see a madness in them that chilled her to the bone. "Canvas Clara," he growled, his voice barely above a whisper. "Your time is up." With a swift motion, he scooped her off her feet and carried her away from the door, towards the center of the room where another canvas lay waiting. "You will paint for me tonight," he said, his grip tightening around her. "But beware, tonight the painting changes every night." The artist set her down before the canvas, a large portrait frame standing empty. Clara's heart raced as she took in the blankness of the canvas. And then it began to shift, moving, reshaping itself with an eerie fluidity. The portrait frame filled with an image a man, his face twisted into an expression of pure agony. "Portrait Paul," the artist said, his eyes narrowing. "Your turn." The painting transformed again, this time displaying a grotesque distortion of the man's features, almost as if he were being devoured by something unseen. Clara felt a cold sweat break out on her forehead as she realized that the painting was alive, moving, changing, and consuming itself. As the night wore on, the painting continued to shift and morph, revealing dark, unspeakable scenes that made Clara's blood run cold. The artist stood watch, his eyes never leaving the canvas, a sinister smile playing upon his lips as he watched the painting consume itself from within. In the final hours of the night, the portrait frame seemed to burst open, spilling forth a grotesque mass of flesh and bone. Clara screamed as she tried to run away, but the artist was already behind her, his hand closing around her throat. "You are mine now," he growled, pulling her closer. As Clara's vision blurred from exhaustion and fear, the painting began to change once more. This time, it displayed a reflection of her own face, twisted in agony and despair. She watched as the image reached out towards her, fingers clawing at her, desperate for release. In the final moments before dawn, the painting exploded into a shower of paint and splintered wood, shattering the room in an inferno of colors and chaos. Clara lay on the floor, her eyes wide open, staring up at the ceiling as the darkness consumed everything around her. The artist stood over her, his face twisted in a grotesque smile. "You were just another canvas to me," he said, reaching out with a blood-stained hand. "But now, you belong to me forever." With that final chilling statement, the artist vanished into the night, leaving Clara to drift into an endless nightmare of terror and despair, trapped within the walls of her own soul.